Hi, how y'all doing? Today is June the 19th. This is a date they have marked to call Juneteenth, which is supposed to signify a day of freedom, true freedom. I think like the day that they signed the Emancipation Proclamation back in 1865. 1865. Yes. So they signed that emancipation many, 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 many decades ago. But for me, and I must say that I am new to celebrating or commemorating or even caring about the date June 19th. I'm new to it. You can say this is my first year. I'm making it my first year, right? So for me, June 19th each year from here on out will signify a freedom of the mind, a freedom of the mind. Because again, I say that the law or the contract was signed back in not 19, but 1865. That supposedly were setting slaves free to no longer be under the law, mandated to do as the master tells them to do. They no longer was under that rule. They were free to live and go about and think as they wanted to. That's per the contract that was signed. But I tell you, each year, June 19th will start to be a moment for me, myself, to reflect back and to be sure that my mind is free, that I am moving about, that I am making decisions, and that I am doing things the way I want and the way I decide. Because it can become a very slippery slope. I heard a guy, and he was just talking on the Juneteenth and the meaning of it and all, and how he was putting it that once everything, the emancipation was signed and everything, it was signed on a particular date, but that a lot of slaves continued to be enslaved because it was so new. They had for so many years, all their life from childbirth on up, they were told what to do. So now here it is, a particular day, and they're saying, okay, now you're free to go and do what you want. But of course, it's like, do what I want. What do you mean? How will I feed myself? What would I do early in the morning? What would I do at night? What would I do at this time? The time that I'm supposed to be working, picking cotton, whatever it is you do. I'm supposed to be cooking and cleaning for you, tending to your children, tending to your farm or plantation, your home. I'm not doing that anymore. So now I can take care of me how I want. I can take care of my family how I want. I can do to my children how I feel I want to do to them. But it's new to me. So when I tell you that the minds, even now today, continue to be enslaved. Yeah. Continue to be enslaved. Even when it comes to working on a secular job, working in these businesses and corporations. It's just a way of life. It's just a way of being. It's just how it goes. You go to school, then you get a job. You go to school, you go to college, and then you get a job. You get a career. But a lot of times we're not really taught to start our own business, to start our own passions, to live our own dreams. We're not taught that. We're taught to find a job. And we don't realize that that is the evolution. That's the step up. That's the years later from 1865. That's the years later slavery. It's slavery. You can say it's a help out or a hand out, a hand up, however you want to put it. Because again, a lot of people were not trained, the slaves were not trained to think for themselves, to do what they want to do. They wasn't trained for that. They didn't know how to do it. So a lot of people don't know how to follow their own dreams, their own passions, and do what they want to do all day. So they've been trained to go to work and punch in at 8 o'clock. Have your lunch, have your 15-minute break, punch out at 6. You're trained to do that. Slavery. So many things have been trained and programmed in us. Yeah, another program, and this has just really been on my mind really heavy the last couple of weeks. I feel like that we have been programmed, I'll just say as a woman, we have been programmed to feel or to think that we need a man, we have to have a man, we have to get a man, we have to look for a man, we have to wait for a man, we have to be right and ready for a man. I feel like that's programming. That's another form of programming. You know, the woman takes care of the home, you're the homemaker. Because again, years and years, decades ago, in certain aspects, women were not able to work. Women were not able to go to school and even get an education. So here we are now in today. Those things are open to us. We can go get an education. We can go work our own job, start our own business, do our own thing, make our own decisions. But a lot of women, we don't know how. So we just say that the next best thing or the easiest thing or the thing to do is find me a man. And for me, I feel like that is a part of programming, a part of being enslaved. So June the 19th, for me each year will consist of me checking in with myself to be sure, because when I tell you it's a slippery slope, it's really sneaky. Being enslaved, being in bondage, being a slave to something or someone else is so like you're in it and you don't even realize you're in it. When I say slippery slope, like it looks like you're running things. It looks like you're in charge, you know, because you went and filled out the application to get a particular job. You took your resume in, so you controlled that. You did that. You made that decision. Yeah. But you're not we don't realize that it's like other aspects pulling the strings, pushing you into to that instead of pushing you into, I'm gonna go to school to learn this different trade, this different here, or to brush up on things that I know, to take refresher courses on what I already do, what I know I want to do with my life. So we put that to the side because it's easier to go and punch in on the clock. Slippery slope of being in bondage and in slavery. Everything does take time. I'm not telling anyone or insinuating for anyone to quit their job because you are enslaved. I'm not. I just would like for you to allow your mind to become open to your own choices and decisions, to follow your own passions and your dreams. Okay? There's nothing wrong with following someone else's or helping someone else along. There's nothing wrong with that. But what about your own dreams? What about you? What about what you have to do? Freedom. True freedom. True freedom. And it's actually every day. Every day you have true freedom. We have true freedom every day. Okay? I am free. Is an affirmation that could help the mind, to free up the mind when you find yourself under the thumb, under the pressures of somebody else. You have someone else dictating to you how you're going to live your life, what time you're going to do what. You're not free to enjoy life. You don't even have the time to stop and smell the roses. You deserve to have time to stop and smell the roses, if that's what you want to do. Okay? Something I read the other day. I've heard it before, but I actually read it the other day. It says that we should teach our children. We shouldn't teach our children how to get rich, how to make money. We should teach our children how to be happy. Something like that, paraphrasing, how to be happy. Yeah. Yes. We seek after so many different things. When I tell you, I am seeking peace. Peace. And when I say peace, I'm not just talking about quiet. Peace of mind. Peace of understanding. Peace will be stability of the mind. That's what I seek. Okay? Thank you for watching my video. If you don't mind hitting the subscribe button, hit the like button as well. I do thank you for watching. And I would like to send you and your family love and light.